Join us for our regular board meeting. See how the panels just switched and the lights clicked on and off? So we're here at our regular board meeting. We are finished with the special meeting. It is 6:41 p.m. We have some amazing people in the audience. Thank you for sticking with us and staying with us throughout that special meeting.
Thank you.
Those who are at home, please like and share and subscribe. Please share right now at home so you can see some of the, oh my gosh, some of these recognitions. I was very, we'll just get to that point. It's my favorite part of the meeting. So, Madam Secretary, if you could take roll call, I appreciate it. Thank you.
Trustee Bowman?
Present.
Trustee Kraft?
Here.
Trustee Davis Smith? Yes. President Garrett?
Present.
VP Gross?
Present.
And I'm here. Quorum 6-0.
All right, thank you. Can we, I'm sorry.
Give him a, okay, sorry. For you guys, come in. Flag bearers. Go ahead.
You just did.
He was waiting, okay. He was looking for you to give him the high salute. You're right, Charles. Never. Don't.
Can we stand for the Pledge of Allegiance, please? I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. God, they look good.
They look good.
Right, face. For the march.
Thank you to our JRLTC for always representing us so well, so well. Need a motion on the floor to approve the agenda, please.
Support.
Moved by Trustee Davis Smith, supported by Trustee Bowman. Questions, comments, or concerns to the approval of the agenda? Hearing none, roll call, please.
Trustee Kraft?
Yes.
Trustee Davis Smith? Yes. President Garrett?
Yes.
VP Gross?
Yes.
I'm voting yes. And Trustee Bowman?
Yes.
Passes 6-0.
Passes 6-0. Okay, we have an agenda. We are down to awards and recognition. Dr. Leverett, the meeting is yours.
Thank you, Frank.
That's all that preaching.
Testing. Okay. Testing.
Oh, he has to turn up the volume a little bit. We're still on the analog system.
Thank you. All right. Thank you, President Garrett, board trustees, members of the Pontiac School District and our community. The wheels on the bus go round and round. I am so very excited to honor this young lady. She is just an awesome addition to our staff and our leadership. As I look across the room at Ms. Audra Kiles, thank you, thank you, thank you. This certificate of distinction, it proudly presented to you, Audra Kiles Gross, in recognition of your outstanding strategic direction, unmatched industry knowledge, exceptional troubleshooting skills, and unwavering commitment to ensuring our students are transported to school safely and effectively daily. Given this 22nd day of April, 2024 in Pontiac, Michigan, for myself and the Board of Education. Please come and accept your award. We are honored. Give her a round of applause as she comes before. And this certificate doesn't say it, but Miss Audra does it all with class and poise each and every day. Thank you so much.
Can we do?
Handle this later.
You don't want to talk?
Yes, you can.
Yeah.
Yes, please.
Thank you to the board members, President Gross, Vice President Gross, I'm sorry, President,
We know who do it. Thank you for the honesty,
sorry.
ma'am.
Thank you and all the trustees and Dr. Leverett and staff and team. I thank you, I appreciate this. I was not looking forward to it. I was told something different about coming here tonight, but I do appreciate this recognition. It's not something I was looking forward to, and it's not something, I don't serve in this position because of the recognition. I serve to help the children get to and from school. So whatever I can do to help our students, I will continue to do it going forward. And I just thank you all again.
And so let me speak. I just know this lady. She lives with me, but I don't know why. But her undying commitment to help these children. And I just want to give you something that she does, because she's very shy, and I'm the one that talks all the time. But I wanted to say something in recognition of what she does. We discussed her going somewhere. She was, I think, the Sam Club somewhere. She was headed to Sam Club. And about 20 minutes later, I received a text message saying, "You're not going to guess where I am." "Well, where are you?" She says, "I am on the preschool bus to help the driver get our kids home." She met up. Now think about that. And I'm thinking she's headed to Sam Club. She done met up the driver because it was a new driver. He didn't know the route. And she decided to call him, have him pull over, and get into the bus with him to help these children find their way home. And that was 7, 8 o'clock at night, and school is out at 4. And so I didn't know what to say or what to do because of my position on this board, but that has nothing to do with her commitment. I've seen this for years as she's been doing what she does in transportation because of the love she has for our children, that she doesn't care how many people call off, doggone it, and I've learned these words, split the route and gets these kids to school. And she makes sure of that. So I thank Dr. Leverett for this recognition on her behalf. I'm not going to take any credit because I thank my brother for putting this up forward because he realized this is the best district, so you have to have the best. And that's why we're here tonight. That's why we're here tonight. We're here to show our best in staff as well as our children. And I appreciate you all, and thank you, board.
Okay, thank you. Open up board comments. Trustee Davis-Smith.
So I had the pleasure to work with Ms. Gross. She trained me how to be a bus driver years ago. And we were fighting, cussing, screaming, crying until I was able to do everything correctly. She literally does not stop. She is a perfectionist, and she tries her best to make sure that we were as well. She also trained me how to train other drivers to drive as well. And for her, safety for our children is the most important thing, and she drills that into us, and she continues to do that to this day. That's why I was so pleased to see that she stayed with us, and we're very lucky to have her. Thank you.
All right. Trustee Bowman, then Trustee Kraft, then Madam Secretary, then Dr. Secretary.
I had the pleasure to meet Miss Audra once Trustee Gross got back on board, and you're just an amazing human. Thank you so much for the care and concern that you give. I don't want to say this district because it's a family. I appreciate you and thank you so much because oftentimes when you send your kid out into the world, you trust in the people that you send them with, and knowing that the children make it back home safely and the routes are done correctly. Thank you so much for all that you do because it does not go unnoticed. We appreciate you.
All right, thank you. Trustee Kraft.
Congratulations on your appreciation award. But I have another story, a bus driving story. I started driving bus in '95. And Audra came in probably a couple months after I did. And I drove for 10 years, and I had driven a bus on my state test, and I didn't have my air brakes. but I had the endorsement of how it was, so they wanted to retrain. So guess who had to train me 10 years afterwards? Audra. So now, we over here at the old Pontiac Northern, and it's up for my state test. Audra's like, you're not gonna get it, you're not gonna get it. She didn't believe it, but she didn't know that everything that she was doing, like you said, that discipline, she was just in your head. She was a great trainer. You gotta remember, she started back then, and you gotta know where she's at right now, and I congratulate you for what you do. Yep.
Dr. Secretary?
Audra, before you assume the role that you're in with the district, I had heard a lot of great things about you just being committed and your dedication to the students and the work that you were doing. So I am so happy that now you're here with the district and you're continuing to show that same commitment and dedication to our students. So thank you.
Well, you already said something. Okay. So for me, I knew of Audra. I knew of her. I thought when we came back to run for the board that I was going to have to hire a chef and do some other things to get Gross to run with me, to come back, because there were some things, some unfinished business that we both had. And it was so I was willing to just get out the Macy's car, whatever I had to do to get Miss Gross, to get Mr. Gross online to come back, because there was some unfinished business. And so we had spent the whole year with transportation issues. I mean, we were getting ripped up in everywhere. I mean, nobody had answers, but all I kept hearing was Audra. I didn't hear Gross. I just heard Audra. Audra came in. Well, Audra, she mediated. No, Audra was working with this, and I'm like, so you mean to tell me, like, the person that is solving all the problems in the mediating wasn't, had got laid off or whatever happened with the other company, and just was the same person that was fighting for students and fighting for the transportation. And I'm like, who is Audra? Like, go get her, right? And so,
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I was not supposed to do this here. It takes a lot to sit here and lead this district. And you got to lead it against people who don't want the best for us. And I get ridiculed a lot. And I take it, and I will continue to take it, when we have people that work on the behalf of our students like this administration does. And so I got pushback, because when I said, go get Audra, they said, well, that's Trustee Gross' wife. I said, so what? What that got to do with what she's doing? Well, no, we shouldn't. And I looked at the person who was trying to tell me that, and I'm like, so let me get this right. Kids have to suffer for somebody complaining that the best that we have is from Pontiac, and she just happened to be the wife of the vice president, but she's been doing this way before she became his wife, and he has nothing to do with her contract when it comes to the board. I said, oh, okay, I tell you what. So I didn't tell him that I was going into his household, because I believe you go get the best, and you get the best no matter where they at. And when you get people here, that you build them up, you give them professional development, you stay with them. Your teammate in your family is your teammate in your family, no matter, I don't care if y'all fight inside or whatever, how that happens. So we went and got the best. And I'm going to tell you this, I would do it all over again because I have not seen one thing about transportation in a whole year since she's been sitting here. So let me tell you something. If you got a cousin or a brother or your mama or somebody who's the best of the best and they in the city and they love our kids for it and you can put your job on the line for them, then you bring them here and we gonna hire them. And I'm gonna do it every single time. I don't care who they married to, because these kids that you see right here, these folks that get on the bus, that these GPAs they have, they don't care about who they married to. They care about if you care about them. So I said that to say it was the best hire I thought that I got the vice president out of in his life. Now, I was willing to take him shopping too, to make up for what I just did. Because that's some things you just don't do in a black household sometimes. You don't go in a man's house and start asking his wife to come back to work when and he didn't have nothing to do with it. Well, I did, and I'm glad I did it. I probably will ask him maybe half the truth next time. But thank you, ma'am. And thank you for accepting, because ain't nobody coming for us. And we it. And I appreciate you so. And the data, since we all love data, I got receipts to prove it because of you. So thank you so much. We're going to move to, no,
I'm still.
it's on you.
Thank you. Our next certificate of distinction is proudly presented to Leon Underwood in recognition of National Autism Acceptance and Awareness Month and the individual talents you bring to the world. We are proud to have you as an ITA program 7th grade student. We honor you for your academic achievement of over a 3.0. Leon Underwood.
Where are you?
Student government.
Yes.
You stay right here with me, Leon, until I finish reading the rest of the names. This next certificate of distinction is proudly presented to Levi Silverin in recognition of National Autism Acceptance Awareness. We are proud to have you as a Pontiac High School 12th grade student. We honor you for your academic achievement of over a 3.0. Levi? He's right here. Thank you. Certificate of distinction is proudly presented to Kwanye C. We are proud to have you as a Pontiac High School alum and honor you as a Lawrence Technological University graduate. Kwanye. This certificate is proudly presented to Demarion Norton. We are proud to have you as a Pontiac High School 11th grade student. We honor you for your academic achievement of 2.9 in recognition of National Autism Acceptance and Awareness Month. Demarion. This certificate is proudly presented to Khalil Humphrey in recognition of National Autism and Acceptance and Awareness Month and the individual talents you bring to the world, Khalil. We are proud to have you as an ITA program 7th grade student. We honor you for your academic achievement of over a 3.0. Khalil. Stay up here with me, Khalil. Certificate of distinction. This certificate is proudly presented to Kaylin Davis in recognition of National Autism Acceptance Awareness Month and the individual talents you bring to the world, Kaylin. We are proud to have you as a Kennedy student. We honor you for your passion for reading and your plans to pursue a career in voice acting. Congratulations, Kaylin. This certificate is proudly presented to Diego Castillo Ramos in recognition of National Autism Acceptance and Awareness Month and the individual talents you bring to the world, Diego. We are proud to have you as an ITA program 9th grade student. We honor you for your academic achievement of a 4.0. This certificate of distinction is proudly presented to Ace Booth in recognition of National Autism Acceptance and Awareness Month and the individual talents you bring to the world. We are proud to have you as an Owen Elementary third grader. We honor you, Ace, for your talents as an artist. Did he get it? Okay. Let's give our students another round of applause, everyone. You see, Dr. Jameson, yes, as Dr. Jameson comes to the podium, but you see and hear and recognize, and we are so honored, parents, that you were able to bring your students this evening to receive this recognition. It is so important, and so we're so proud and honored for this partnership. And with that, I'll turn it over to Dr. Jameson. Thank you.
Good afternoon. Good evening, everyone. I just want to say, I'm so super, you guys know how I am with my babies, but
Yes.
I just want to make sure we understand the students who are honor roll students, they're on track for a diploma. They are in our general ed curriculum. They're mastering the general ed curriculum. They're in a general ed setting with supports and accommodations, and they are on track for a diploma. So we have a 4.0 student. We have several, and these are just a few of our honor students that we wanted to present to our community to help them to understand that a student who receives special education services can still be very, 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 very successful in life. And so we just wanted to share with our community during Autism Acceptance Month some of our bright scholars that are in part of our Pontiac family. Thank you, guys.
Awesome. Thank you, Doc.
Thank you, Dr. Jameson.
Any comments from the board? Okay. Good.
Congratulations to all the students. I am so excited to see our male students of color here. There's so many stigmas about our young boys that today we can celebrate them for their accomplishments, for their academics, and not have to celebrate them or talk about them in a negative way. So Dr. Jameson, thank you for your work and your staff and what you're doing, just pouring into these young men to help them to see their potential, and just for the parents for being so supportive. Mr. Humphrey, we were just here for your daughter, probably a
couple
month
weeks
ago.
ago.
So thank you for being so committed to your children. It really makes a difference. So thank you to all of these young men for your commitment and doing such a great job in school.
Okay, thank you. Trustee Davis-Smith.
I just wanted to say congratulations again to you all. I'm very proud of you. Thank you, parents, for pouring into your students, your children. I really appreciate the hard work that you do with them. I'm just so excited for you guys. Thank you.
All right. Thank you. Trustee Bowman.
Congratulations, and thank you all so much for being good representations of your family. Thank you for the hard work that you do. And know it may not be easy, shoved in the general ed population, but thank you all for the hard work and dedication. And for the parents, family out there, good job, and continue to keep up the good work. Thank you for being great representations of the Pontiac School District.
Thank you, madam.
I'm just going to be brief.
Trustee Kraft, go ahead.
Yes, I'll be real brief. Thank you, and congratulations on what you do. You're making us proud out there with every award that you get, and you all look good. You all look good. Can we say this? Everybody can give them a clap. They all look good. So thank you, and parents, keep on supporting our children out here and stuff. You're doing a great job.
Okay, thank you. Trustee Gross.
Thank you. At this moment, I am so filled. I am so filled with joy to be not only a trustee here, but also born and bred here in Pontiac as a former Pontiac student. And to see that what Dr. Jameson and all of the teachers, what you're doing to ensure, and I believe in my heart that I've succeeded because now I'm here giving back. And I hope to one day see one of you here giving back what this district has given to you, and to be able to recognize you all. And parents, you just don't know how much we care about you because you trust your children with us. And we see the fruits of your labor. And it says a lot about you and your commitment. Because I say this all the time, for an inconsistent parent raises an inconsistent child. But a parent who's committed, dedicated, and love their children and want their children to succeed more than them, these are the results. And that's who you are. So I thank you, and I'm so proud to be from what district, folks?
Pontiac.
Say it again.
District.
Pontiac.
Say it one more time.
Pontiac.
Pontiac. Thank you.
All right, again, thank you so much for just the hard work. Still, stay dedicated. Parents, stay true. If there's anything that we can do to help build support with you, please reach out and let us know so we can continue to keep them on their path. Long after they're gone and living in the world, they'll still be a part of Phoenix Nation. So thank you for supporting them. Coach, I mean, the proof is in the pudding. Right? The proof is in the pudding. And so, young men, continue to strive. Thank y'all so much to all the administrative, Dr. Jameson, the staff, that just the work that you guys are doing. So we're going to take a brief 5-minute recess like we always do to give them time because they've been at school all day. We'll take a quick picture, and then we'll let them get on their way home so they can get back to that hard-earned work in the morning, okay? All right, we're going to be at recess for 5 minutes. Okay,
Well, that was easy.
Yeah.
okay. We're back, Mr. Frank. Okay, those at home, thank you so much. I told you if you stay with us, you're going to see some wonderful things happening. You're going to meet some wonderful students. So don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and make sure you call out those kids' names of success when you're talking about successful students at the Pontiac School District. So thank you for joining us back live, and those who are in the audience, thank you for being here. We're going to move down to recognition of elected officials. Any elected officials in the audience? Nope. But I do have 5 on this dais. How y'all doing today?
Good evening, sir.
Good, good. Okay, consent agenda. Can I get a motion on the floor to accept the consent agenda? Moved by trustee
Support.
David Smith, supported by trustee Bowman. Questions, comments, or concerns? Hearing none, roll call.
Trustee David Smith. President Garrett.
Yes.
VP Gross.
Yes.
I'm voting yes. Trustee Bowman.
Yes.
And Trustee Kraft.
Yes.
Passes 6-0.
All right, thank you. Going to move down to information from the superintendent and administration. We're going to move down to a discussion and action item. Savas Math Systems Envision Math Curriculum Coaching and Training. Dr. Leverett, the meeting is yours.
Thank you, President Garrett. This evening, we have an agenda item for the board, which is Savas Middle School Envision Math Curriculum, Coaching and Training. This is a renewal. The background rationale is that Pontiac School District Administration is looking to purchase services through Savas to provide 11 days of training, coaching on our Middle School Envision Math Curriculum for the remainder of the 23-24 school year. Services included are 1, regular classroom visits. This involves frequent visits to classrooms to monitor the implementation progress of educational programs. The aim is to support teacher development by providing guidance and assistance as needed. 2, monitoring teacher and student participation. This involves tracking the involvement of both teachers and students in the educational programs. The goal is to ensure that their participation aligns with established guidelines and expectations communicated by the Pontiac School District. 3, providing service reports. Service providers will generate reports detailing the progress and effectiveness of the implemented resources. These resources are then submitted to the district administration for evaluation. The funding source is grant funds. It is the recommendation of administration that the Board of Education approve the purchase of services through Savas in an amount not to exceed $40,150.
Okay, thank you. Questions, comments from the board? Trustee
Again, this
Groves.
is a service we've used before.
Yes, this is a
And-
service that's part of our continual improvement plan that's led by our math supervisor, Ms. Stacy
And
Jackson.
evaluating them, you're satisfied?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay, I trust that. Thank you. Okay, thank you, sir.
So,
President,
okay, I'm sorry. Trustee Bowman, thank you, ma'am.
just a quick question. Does this support extend into summer school months, or is it just through the regular school year?
Just through the regular school year.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay, so I got a question. And maybe it's just a procedural thing at this point. Like, I'm very supportive of what this is. But it's coming out of grants. We're in April. Like, is this just the way that this fell? Is this a yearly renewal?
So we had,
I'm sorry, can you come up, Ms. Jackson? I'm sorry.
Good evening.
It's award-winning national, Ms. Jackson. How you doing?
That's right.
So we used Savas all of last year. We had some days that were left over.
Okay.
And so we used those days up. I still have professional development that's happening on Saturdays and coaching services that need to be finished up for the year. So we did not renew, we just added on until I used up all the days that I had previously from the summer, the year before.
Okay. And I guess this is more of a timing question. So is it anything that we could do so you don't have to come back like this? Like, is it like that you know that you're going to, like, we know we need it. Like, I've heard it before, right? Like, I know we need it. Like, we get those all on the same cycle that we're on, like a year to
So that was the intent. I had some, I don't come back to ask for more until I've used up all the days. I hadn't used them all. And so now, even though this was in my plan for the Saturdays, the coaching, I have days left that I still needed more. So part of it was from last year, from the previous year that carried over a little bit, and then I needed a few more.
So you don't come back because it's just a habit of not coming back, or is it just, you know what I mean? Like, or only when you need it? Like, because I'm not sure, like I say, like you used some from last year.
I had some left.
You had some left over.
Yes.
What I'm asking though is, even if we're going into it, because we're in budget cycles, the reason why I'm asking, we know this is coming out of grants, and we know this is I would consider it a high priority, because I've seen it before, we voted on this before, so I would add more dollars to it during the budget to know that this is going to be there if I knew that this was an all-year thing and not when, oh, well, if we have it or don't have it. You understand what I'm saying?
I do understand, and that's not usually how it goes. This is a unique situation that I had some days left over.
Okay.
And so I didn't ask for anything else until I made sure I used up all those days, and I didn't want to order more days than I needed. So I know exactly now I need exactly 11 days till the end of the year.
Okay, awesome.
Okay.
And then there was a question around summer school, because I know we do math during that particular time. Is there another professional development that y'all use for that, or another program itself?
There will be coaching support during the summer. We are using Sabbath for the middle school again, but this ends at the end of this fiscal year, and summer school coaching and materials will start at July 1st.
July 1st, no more. Okay, all right, awesome. Okay. And I guess, Dr. Leverett, that's kind of like thank you, Ms. Jackson. I think that's kind of, I know that was one of the conversations we were having in board governance, and of just having it, like, if we need it, we've had it before in our board retreats, like finding out like what departments need what, so we can focus, get the money there.
Right.
And not have to tie down board meetings, you know what I mean? Like, it's not a tie down, we'll do what we need to do, but if people knew that they had the confidence to be able to maneuver in a situation, then it just would streamline faster, I think.
Understood.
Services. That's
Yes.
all. Just, and it may be some past practices or something, I'm not sure, but I just wanted to point that out. Okay.
Thank you.
All right, thank you. If we can get a motion on the floor to approve the recommendation from administration as it relates to Savvis Math Systems Envision Math Curriculum Coaching and Training.
So moved.
Moved by Trustee Gross, supported by Trustee David Smith. Questions, comments, or concerns? Hearing none, roll call.
President Garrett,
Yes.
VP Gross.
Yes.
I'm voting yes. Trustee Bowman,
Yes.
Trustee Kraft.
Yes.
And Trustee David Smith. Passes 6-0.
All right, we're going to move down to board service. I'm sorry, hold on one second. I think I have it.
Here we go.
Yep. Thank you, sir. We're going to move down to board regular working agenda for the Board of Education. There's a tribute resolution honoring Dr. Sam Abram, former Pontiac School District Superintendent. I turn the meeting over to the Vice President.
Thank you, sir. Good evening.
Good evening, sir.
School District of the City of Pontiac Board of Education resolution honoring the life of Dr. Sam Abram. Whereas the School District of the City of Pontiac has been privileged to employ thousands of individuals in the district over the decades who have left an incredible impression on our students and community. Whereas Dr. Sam Abram served as superintendent of the Pontiac School District. Whereas prior to serving our school district, he was the first African-American superintendent for the Muncie, Indiana School District. Whereas during his career, he was appointed by Presidents Carter and Reagan to work with the Presidential Scholars Program and appointed by President Clinton to the National Health Committee. Whereas he was named NDEA Fellow twice, member of the NAACR Paramount Club, Rotary Club of Muncie, and was a proud member of Kappa Alpha Psi. Whereas he was known for his humble nature, community service, and gratitude for his many blessings and opportunities. Whereas he passed away on March 24th, 2024. Resolved the Board of Education for the School District of the City of Pontiac hereby celebrates the life and career of Dr. Sam Abram and mourns his passing, which is a profound loss for the Pontiac School District community, and further resolve that we extend our deepest sympathies to his family, friends, colleagues, and neighbors. And further resolve, the Board of Education expresses our deepest gratitude for his service to our community and to the thousands of people whose lives he's enriched. Sincerely, the entire board, adopted on this date, April 22nd, the year 2024.
Okay, thank you. We're going to move down to any questions, comments, or concerns to the resolution. Okay. Going to move down to action item, approval of the resolution of Dr. Sam Abram. Need a motion on the floor.
Mr. President, I approve that.
Okay, moved by Trustee Gross, supported by Trustee Davis Smith. Questions, comments, concerns to the approval of the resolution honoring Dr. Sam Abram. Roll call, Madam Secretary.
VP Gross.
Yes.
I'm voting yes. Trustee Bowman.
Yes.
Trustee Kraft.
Yes.
Trustee Davis Smith. And President Garrett.
Yes.
Passes 6-0.
All right, thank you. Going to move down to communications, petitions, and delegations. VP?
Mr. President, we have none at this time.
We have none this time. Okay. Board comments and announcements, starting with the trustees. Trustee Kenyatta Bowman. How you doing, madam?
Oh, I'm great.
Good evening.
Good evening. This has been a fantastic meeting, and I hope that everyone has a good night.
Thank you. Trustee Kraft?
Yes, it has been a fantastic meeting, interesting stuff earlier, but, that's what we do here, and everyone have a wonderful week and a good night.
All right. Thank you. Trustee Davis Smith?
I just wanted to say congratulations to our students again and our staff and administration for your support with our students. And that's it. Have a blessed night, everyone.
All right, thank you. Dr. Secretary Nisha Hanna?
Good evening. Again, just congratulations to our Miss Audra, as well as our students for the work that they're doing, and most especially for the teachers that are pouring into them. Thank you for your commitment to them. And that's all I have for tonight.
Okay, thank you. Trustee Vice President Gross?
Thank you, my friend. Just real quick, just a couple comments. Definitely tonight was an excellent night, and I would love to leave that on a good note. A couple things I wanted to say to the community and to those who are present this evening. It is an honor to serve on this board, to be in the position that I'm in now. I've done this in the past, as you know, and I've always say that I'm into my 12th year as a board member, serving from the year 1999 through 2007 and returning in 2020. I've had the opportunity to meet with a lot of board members, current, past, and hopefully we'll continue as a family here following the election in November. But I wanted to give a compliment to my esteemed partner here that most recently here, as we continue to meet with various parts of the community, parts of the district, with the administrators, principals, and everyone in the district, to find out what's the needs and what is it that we need to continue to do, but most of all for solutions. And I commend you, my friend, for what you see in the future and what we're doing for this district and how we're working together. And I see and I hear a lot of things that's going on in the community, how people are saying things, but I want to make it clear. This is not a position where we take things personal. Before we make decisions, we ensure that the information we have, we've discussed this till it can no longer be talked about. We meet quite often, don't we, sir?
Yes, sir.
We meet quite often, weekly. My wife can attest to that. Where are you going today? Another meeting. only because we're going to ensure that we do our due diligence before a decision is made. It's not personal. It has never been and it never will. But I'm going to say this. We base our final decisions on what's the best interest of our children. If we come to that conclusion, then that's the decision we make. It's not because, well, we didn't like somebody. It's not because we don't like the way you look. It's not because you don't like us. It's not the reason. It never will be. And I want everyone to ensure that we're going to continue to move forward. Whether someone is in disagreement with what we do and what we say we do. But I guarantee you this, we're going to discuss it, discuss it, discuss it, and discuss it before it's presented at a board meeting. We have changed what we do here. This no longer will be one of the top cable shows where people are going to look and see how, oh, wow, they're just being crazy down at that board meeting. This is a different board, and we made that decision to ensure that we will continue to recognize what's best in our district. That's our staff and our students. That's what this whole thing is about. That's what we do. And remember again, this is not personal. I'm sorry that those of you who attended this meeting, you had to go through what you did prior to the start of this meeting. But that's okay. Because now you're able to see what we do as a board member here. And we really take to heart what we do here. And it's extremely important that this community knows that we're going to continue to do what we need to do for our children and what we need to do for our people that work in this district. Because I'm a true believer. If you want the best, you have to at least act like you're the best. And that's what we're trying to do here. I appreciate you, and I thank you. And my friend, bless you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Very, very good, very great meeting. I mean, a very, very great meeting, if that's even a statement. My nerves and emotions carry like everybody else. I remember the first student that died in my arms, and he went to Pontiac North, and it was a car accident. And I rushed to the scene, and I had to get back over there because he was beloved by Central and Northern. And I had to comfort them, and I had to make sure that they were able to stay focused towards the end of that school year. I was a school resource officer. I was 22 years old when I started in this district. I'm 49. I wouldn't change a thing. I will say this, though. The personal attacks do get easier. Going after my livelihood gets easier. Because I know why I'm here. And I'm blessed. It is good that I was inflicted. Like, this is a cross to carry. And I'll keep accepting the punches and the blows because it's worth it. We got kids. If that's what it means to have some kids be recognized at a board meeting, that I got to take these little thumps, I'm about that. I'm with it. I'm okay with that. I'm okay with the personal going after my livelihood now. I'm going to tell you, I'm a child of God. Please be careful how you handle me. And I mean that. But you gotta love children And you gotta want to be here past the paycheck. And so, like Trustee Gross said, I apologize that some of y'all had to see the run over meeting. That was not our intentions. We wanted a closed session. They chose to want an open session. That was their choice. Now you're going to hear a lot of things that happen, those at home. And this is why I'm very clear and very transparent of who I am, because I can go any place in this town and in this city, and I don't have to introduce myself. And I'm grateful for that. I'm never going to lie to people. For sure ain't going to lie to myself. And I ain't protecting nobody who don't protect my kids, period. I don't care who you are. So I will say this. There was a resolution when I was a secretary. I used to be a secretary in 2001. And I put a resolution forth because I thought something wasn't done right at that point. And then we brought another resolution in 2024 saying the complete opposite. I stand on both. Because people change, but your character, your standard, and your integrity shouldn't. No matter who you are. So, I publicly say I take full responsibility for anything that I do. And I publicly, during this particular election season where you're not supposed to be open and transparent like this, I'm supposed to be a politician. I didn't get into it for that. We're going to do what we're going to do regardless of where you find us. What I am going to ask, though, in these last 47 seconds is that those at home, those in the audience, and those who are going to see this on repeat, check and see if this is, if you can be just as transparent. Check your heart and make sure that you're here for the best interests of our students. Because that's important as we move forward in this phase. I love y'all. God bless you. And if you know me, I'm going to tell you always, trust the process. Because it's in the process is where you learn it, not the end. So, stand tall, be courageous, and be who you are, no matter who's in front of you. Need a motion on the floor to adjourn.
So moved.
Moved by Trustee Bowman, supported by Trustee David Smith. Questions, comments, or concerns? Hearing none, roll call.
I'm voting yes. Trustee Bowman?
Yes.
Trustee Kraft?
Yes.
Trustee Davis Smith? President Garrett?
Yes.
And VP Gross?
I'm gonna hold off for Betty because they're in a rush. No, yes.
6-0.
We're done at 7:36. So those at home, don't forget, we got a host of events that's happening, graduations that's happening. So check the website, please, for further information, for more information. If you have a kid or a student or somebody you support in the Pontiac School District, make sure you check out the website for their school to see what functions that they have going on. Continue to like, share, and subscribe to the social media. Why? Because we have some amazing things going on and great things happen here. God bless you. Good night. And again, push that little alert button so you know when we're going on and we're posting something. God bless you. Good night. Thank you, Mr. Frank. Thank you, Alicia. Yeah, have a good night. Bye.
Mr. Seeger, do you want this stuff back? I don't think we need to carry this.